Welcome to Module 3, where we move from understanding what NHS data is to how we actually work with it day to day. Let me be clear. Healthcare analysts don't need to be full-stack developers or machine learning experts to make an impact, but you do need a strong working knowledge of the core tools that allow you to extract, clean, explore, and present NHS data. In this module, I'll walk you through the essential toolkit for healthcare analysts: Excel, SQL, and Power BI, and how they work together to turn raw data into operational insights and decision-ready outputs. Before we dive into each one, it's important to understand how these tools interact. SQL is where you extract and join, often from big, raw datasets like SUS, RTT, or local data warehouses. Excel is your sandbox, ideal for data cleaning, exploration, quick analysis, and spreadsheet modeling. Power BI and Tableau is your window to the world. It turns analysis into accessible, dynamic visuals for stakeholders. Think of SQL as the kitchen, Excel as your prep station, and Power BI as the beautifully plated dish. In most NHS BI teams, you'll move across all three daily, especially if you're working with trust performance, ICB planning, or national submissions. To some, Excel may seem outdated, but in healthcare, it's still the most widely used tool across the NHS. Here's why. It's flexible, fast, and accessible. Everyone from a ward manager to a finance director uses it. You can clean, transform, and analyze data without needing to code. It's often the first place data lands, even before it enters a data warehouse. Key skills you need in Excel: data cleaning. Remove duplicates, data types, text functions. Formulas: VLOOKUP, IF, COUNTIFs, and index match. Pivot tables for summarizing information and building interactive reports. Conditional formatting for highlight breaches or underperformance at a glance. Data validation for dropdowns in operational templates. Power Query is a must for repeatable data transformation workflows. Real-world use case: you might use Excel to cleanse RTT pathway data coming in from various specialties, flag errors and breach dates, and then feed it into a consolidated return, all using pivot tables, filters, and basic formula logic. SQL, your gateway to NHS databases, the true workhorse of healthcare data analysis, helping you query and join data tables. Most NHS data, especially from large systems, sits in relational databases. Core SQL skills: you'll use select, from, where, the foundation of all queries. Joins: combine patient demographics with episode data, referral details, and more. Group by plus: count sum, aggregate performance by specialty, weak, trust. Case when: build logic into your queries, e.g. RTT clock status, CTEs, and subqueries. Great for breaking down complex logic. Example: task. Let's say you're asked to report on the number of patients waiting over 18 weeks by specialty and hospital. You'd use SQL to extract relevant RTT data, filter for breach status, group by specialty, and export the result into Excel or Power BI. Tip: learn to write readable queries. Comment your code and use table aliases. It makes collaboration easier and errors easier to trace. Power BI is where analysis becomes insight, and insight becomes influence. It's a powerful, interactive dashboarding tool that allows you to create real-time reports that refresh from SQL or Excel sources, build drill-through pages so managers can explore data on their terms, highlight KPI breaches, trends, and performance trajectories visually, build accessible dashboards for operational teams, executives, or even public reports. Essential concepts: data modeling, relationships between fact and dimension tables, e.g. activity and specialty. DAX, for custom metrics like breach rates or YTD comparisons. Filters, slicers, and bookmarks, for interactive reporting. Themes and layout. Clarity is key. A well-designed dashboard with clear visualizations builds trust. NHS example: you might build a dashboard showing A&E 4-hour wait performance, broken down by arrival method, site, and triage category, helping operational leads make resourcing decisions in real time. Let's make this real. Here's what a typical NHS analyst workflow might look like. Use SQL to extract weekly SUS data filtered for admitted pathways. Export to Excel for initial QA and categorization, e.g. adding breach reason flags. Load into Power BI to build a trust-wide dashboard showing trends, top breach reasons, and clinical lead-level drill downs. This three-step flow, SQL, Excel, Power BI, is the backbone of most NHS analytics teams. Some automations and data connections can make it a 2 or even just a 1-step operation. If you can master that workflow, you'll be able to support audit teams, performance managers, service redesign teams, and even executive decision makers. Practice task: Pull a small NHS dataset, open data or dummy RTT sample. You can use the one provided for this course. Clean it in Excel. Write a simple SQL-style query, even in plain English if you're not ready to code yet. Sketch what you'd visualize in Power BI, a simple chart or table. Reflection. Which tool do I feel most confident in today? Where do I need to grow? Discussion. Question. What's the biggest Excel or SQL pain point you've faced so far? And how did you solve it? Or would like to? You now have the foundation of your analyst toolkit. These tools aren't just about functions, they're about building trust in your insights. When a clinician sees your dashboard and changes how they deliver care, that's the impact we're here to make. In the next module, we'll move into the reality of reporting, KPIs, audits, submissions, and the mechanics of turning analysis into operational performance.